So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he welcomes it in. Rui Silva breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Palmeiras still without a single shot on target. Oh, that's nice. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Oh, sweet feet.
Now it's Thiago Mendes. And a header! Goal! Vasco da Gama! The first significant strike. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Vasco da Gama have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Mendes picks it up out. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Thiago Mendes. João Cancelo. For Pedro Neto.
Palmeiras truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
João Neves calmly anticipates. Good ball over the top. That's put paid to the danger. Very nicely done. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 1 minute.
Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Palmeiras finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, and it's Vitinha. Palmeiras still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. Thiago Mendes has created one goal already. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Pedro, shot a goal!
Palmeiras really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's rising! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Vasco da Gama. Number 28. Number 17. Coming on the field. Number 15. Number 7.
Vitinha. Joao Felix. There he goes, motoring forward. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nice, ended up in no man's land. Palmeiras very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. Bruno Fernandes is flagged offside. That has not gone well.
Palmeiras really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Palmeiras are running out of time to save themselves.
2 minutes at a time.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Tries to cross. And that is that. Palmeiras end the season in a less than ideal manner. The effects of this long, gruelling campaign have seemingly caught up with them on its final day. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, we're effectively seeing the culmination of all the work you put in for a whole campaign. I really appreciate the fact that both sides, despite the end-of-term feeling, went at each other as if it were day one, and in my mind, it was the right result.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Well, the opening day of any competition is, of course, packed with excitement and expectation, but here especially so. The atmosphere fiery, festive, feverish, frenetic. This is how they do it on opening days in Brazil, a country so dependent on its part in the game. It has become such a huge part of life in this truly unique footballing nation. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. This grand cacophony, this generous splash of colour as the crowd break out in the great chorus of joy and happiness. This is what it means to them.
Well, Peter, there is the inevitable...
Shot, surely! Goal! Palmeiras! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Just as they wanted it, Peter, and yes, you can feel the tension easing all around us now.
Can he spark a counter here? And it's Beckham. Now it's Rivaldo. And he plays one through. Oh, just skips past his man. And that's been won straight back. Palmeiras leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. It's a loose ball. Now here's... Oh, great leap! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Palmeiras are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Holland goes for a shot! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the finish! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Palmeiras do have a chance to counter here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 31 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
Palmeiras are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to...
Decent chance! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
After 35 minutes is number 19, Alvarez. Alvarez. Alvarez.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's in a great position here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now there's a... tries a shot! Incredible! Just incredible!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And he's being shifted off it. Griezmann looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. And he's in on shoots! Goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 45 minutes is
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Alvarez.
Gabriel,
There will be 3 minutes added time.
can he get it through? He's on it, can he get away? He's big chance! Oh, good finish! And they're threatening to fly away here.
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Gabriel. So a temporary halt to the action. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Palmeiras have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. Chance! And that's past the post.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Gustavo Enrique. That looks a cracking ball. He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Palmeiras are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
Haaland looking in every way a marked man at the moment. And the shot! And that's a good finish. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Substitution.
Corinthians choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Shot a goal! And he's stuck it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rivaldo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gabriel. More and more pressure on the ball here. That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Griezmann! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And here's Soboslai. He has a look up. He's having a shot!
Substitution in progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Terrific effort! He's put it wide. Gustavo Enrique. Nicely weighted ball. Alvarez. He's cut it out.
There will be 5
Andre
minutes
Carrillo.
added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Griezmann has the space to scheme. Haaland! Oh, denied at the last. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Palmeiras have launched themselves in the desired manner. This the perfect result to build upon in the weeks ahead. Haaland walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your reflections then, Jim? Tranquility gives way to tumult, and for the next 2 hours, nothing else matters. The passion and pandemonium in the stands here is unlike anything you'll see anywhere else. All across Italy, we're ready to go. New hopes, new dreams, and the whistle is about to blow. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And so, Jim, on this most joyous occasion, dare you make a prediction?
Well, Peter, the Italian league has always had a great reputation as being pretty defensive, but I think we're starting to see a greater mix of styles now. It's really well balanced too. I'd say there are 6 or 7 teams who have a very realistic chance of winning this.
And that gets things running. So this perhaps the season in microcosm. Could move up a gear here.
It's always intriguing to see just how much influence Bonucci has over the game here.
Part of a famous back three, of course, that is written into Italian. Can he finish? It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Atalanta make the perfect start. They are already ahead. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Drogba. Forlan. Great ball. Forlan! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Atalanta are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? There's such an...
Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention.
Great chance! And there's a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Gerrard. Now that's well seen too. Distributed tidily. Back where it came from.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nice bit of trickery. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. More and more pressure on the ball here. Can he get it through? Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's fabulous. Serginho. Now it's Forlan. Can he spark a counter here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Gerrard. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Atalanta are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Drogba. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Drogba! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Koulibaly. Now it's Drogba. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bonucci is always scanning the pitch for targets. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Drogba! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's quick to get rid. He's had a shot! And that brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Atalanta really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Atalanta are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So straight into the second half. There's the shot! Oh, good finish! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Koulibaly. Bebeto driving forward, a man on a mission. Just eases him off the ball. He is through here. Has a look and plays it forward. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Couldn't squeeze it through. Picked out brilliantly. Decent chance! Well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 9.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
David Villa. Oh, played right into his path. And Bebeto! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Atalanta certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Atalanta are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Aimed beyond the defence. David Villa! David Villa! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
After 64 minutes is...
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And yes, it's him again.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And this is Bebeto. Now it's Gerrard. It's Gerrard! And no mistake. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 68 minutes is number 9, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 15, Bebeto! Bebeto! Bebeto!
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
And he shoots! It's a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Is number 17.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well.
David Villa! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Minutes is number 17.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
David Villa.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Substitution.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Shoots! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 85 minutes is
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, good effort! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many? Just how many?
David Villa. David
Koulibaly. David
added
Villa
minutes have
makes a
been
dash
indicated.
for it. Tries to pass it through. Looking to play him in. And here's Beckham. McCann takes a shot! And that's in! And that takes him up to 30.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 10, McAllister. McAllister. McAllister.
Koulibaly. So that's it. It is all over. Atalanta are able to make a statement on opening day. A win which does so much for their feeling ahead of what is to follow. It is the perfect warning to their immediate rivals. David Villa, very much the hero in this game.